try the alphabet backwards. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Did you join in with me? Well done. Woo, dancing. Apples and bananas. Alexa, pause. Oh, what sound have you got? It's chicken and chips, chicken and chips, chicken and chips for tea, chicken and chips, chicken and chips, chicken and chips for me. Alexa, play. Good girl, well done. Dancing, woo! Having a good dance. Alexa, pause. Oh, what have you got this time? Or or th. Are you ready? Alexa, play. Dancing. Alexa, pause. What have you got this time? You've got shh. Can you make that sound? Good girl. Alexa, play. You're doing very well at this game. Alexa, pause. Oh, what have you got there? Are those two the same? What sound do they make? Can you remember what sound the double O makes? What sound does the double O make? Ooh, 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 ooh. Well done. So boys and girls at home, you can carry on playing this game until you've got all the sounds. Oh no, it's raining all on the tricky words. Oh dear. So I'm going to say a tricky word and then I'm going to spray the word. So you can play this game at home. You can do it with a water spray or you could just splat the word, however you want to do it. So first one I'm going to say is bee. Bee. Going to cover it up. Splat, 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 splat. The next one I'm going to say is me. Me. Splat, 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 splat. Next one I'm going to say is my. We've just learnt this one. It's the letter Y that tricks us, doesn't it? My. Splat, splat, splat. I'm going to say the tricky word he. He. Splat, 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 splat. I'm going to say the tricky word. How many have we got left? Got 3 left. I'm going to say the tricky word she. She. Splat, 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 splat. Oh, it's floating. I'm going to say the tricky word was. Was. I always make people laugh because I say what ass. What ass? That doesn't make sense. Was. Splat, 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 splat. And the last one, the tricky word wee. Wee. Splat, 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 splat. Well done. We said all our tricky words. These 2 letters make the sound ah. If you've ever been to the doctor with a sore throat, the doctor might use a special stick and say to you, say ah, and then you would go ah, ah. Let's listen to this song. Open wide, the doctor said, oh, oh. Let me look at your sore throat, please say ah.
Barbara has not been feeling very well. She has a sore throat, and it is hard for her to talk. Her mum takes her to see the doctor. It is not very far in the car. She makes sure Barbara wears a warm scarf. The doctor starts by asking her to open her mouth and say, ah. Ah, says Barbara. The doctor looks into her mouth. Ah, you have a throat infection, he says. He gives her some tablets, and soon the sore throat is gone. Now she's able to go and play in the park with all her friends.
Doctor,
Hello.
I've got a sore throat.
Let me check you. Say ah.
Ah, ah, ah. Let's write the digraph ah. It's two letters that make one sound. It's an A and an R. So get your Peter Pointer finger. We'll do the letter A first. I want you to go curly caterpillar round, up and down with a little flick. And then the R, we've been doing those in our handwriting, haven't we? So start at the top, go down to the bottom, back up the same line and over the rainbow. Ah, ah, ah. Guess who's here again? It's Tricky Matrickster, and he's got a new tricky word that he... Let go, Tricky. He's got a new tricky word that he wants us to read. I'm showing the children, Tricky. He wants to try and trick you with this word. You won't be able to trick the children, Tricky. It's a really hard, tricky word. It's 3 letters, but it just makes one sound. He is trying very hard to trick us. This tricky word says ah. Now, I think that I should call Tricky Matrickster Cheeky Matrickster, because do you know what? Sometimes when I turn my back, he's pulling faces behind me. So if you ever see him doing that, you will tell me, won't you, children? Because I find it quite rude when he's pulling... Was he doing it? Well, children, I hope Tricky Matrickster doesn't trick you with this word, ah. Are you going to let him trick you? No. This is our new tricky word, ah. It sounds a bit like the digraph we're learning, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the sound buttons. Oh, it's just one sound, ah. But there's an extra letter that's different to our digraph, and this isn't a sound, this is a word. It's very tricky, so let's find out which bit is actually tricking us. All of it is tricking us. No wonder Tricky Matrickster chose this word to try and trick us. We're going to have to remember that the letters A, R, E spells the word are. Like when we say, we are going to the park. They are kind. We are friends. Are you going to let Tricky Matrickster trick you? No. This tricky word says, ah. Car. Can you write the word car? K. Ah. Car. Here we have a garage. It's actually older than Mrs. Petey, this garage. Let's see what's on the top. Oh, here we have a car. And there's another word here. Let's read this word. Park. Car park. Where are we? We're at the park. Let's say the sounds in park. Park. There's 3 sounds. The first sound is p. Let's write the p. Down and back up the same line and round. P. R. It's our new R sound. It's the A and the R. So we go curly caterpillar round, up and down with a little flick. And the R, we go down and up and over the rainbow. P. R. What's the last sound in park? P. R. K. It's our K, isn't it? Start right at the top and go all the way down, long ladder down, up to the middle and loop it round with a kick. Park. What's that? Oh my goodness! What have we got here at the park? Do you think you can say those sounds? Can you say the sounds? Let's read them together. The first sound is shh. The second sound is ah. And the last sound is k. Let's read it together. Shh, ah, k. Shark. There's a shark at the park. Ah! So we've got some R words here to read. Will you help me to read them? K, R, car. Let's see if you're right. Yeah, it's a car. It's a bit of a scary page with all these sharks on, isn't it? Let's read this one. P, R, K, park. Let's see if you're right. Yes, park. I bet you like going to the park. Let's read this one down here. And this one says J, R, jar. Let's see if you are right. Yay, well done. This one looks hard, doesn't it? Let's have a go. B, R, K, bark. Which animal barks? A dog barks, doesn't it? Woof, 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 woof. Mr. Shark is very hungry today. Let's have a look at his menu and see what he wants to eat. Will you help me read the first word? J, R, jar. Let's have a look and see if we can see a jar. Can you see it, boys and girls? Oh, he's found it. Oh, he liked that jar. Let's see what else is on our menu. Let's read the next one. K, R, car. A car? Can you see a car anywhere? Can the shark find it? Point it out for him. Oh, there it is. Oh, he likes the car. Oh, fell back in. Let's see what's next on the menu. Let's read the next one. S-T-R, star. Is there a star in there? Point it out to the shark so he can see it. Oh, he's found it. Oh, he likes this. I think the shark eats anything, doesn't he? Oh, what's next on the menu? Oh, it's 2 words, isn't it? Let's read the first word. M-A-R-S, Mars. And the next word, B-A-R, bar. Mars bar. My favourite. Can you see a Mars bar in there? I didn't know sharks ate Mars bars. I'm not sure they do really. He's found it. The Mars bar. The Mars bar. Well, there's nothing left on the menu. But look, boys and girls, there's still something in the water. What's this left in the water? That's right, it's a fish. Can we sound out fish? Fish. Fish. I think Mr. Shark would like to eat the fish, but it's not on our menu, so we're going to have to write it, aren't we? Are you ready to help me write it? The first sound in fish is a f. What's the next sound in fish? I. And what's the last sound in fish? Sh. It's our sh digraph, isn't it? The S and the H. Fish. Fish. Can you write the word fish? Well done, everybody. Good job. I bet you all know who this is. That's right. It's Marshall from Paw Patrol. Now, Marshall's name has got 2 syllables. It's got 2 claps. Marshall. Okay, when I'm reading a 2-syllable word, I like to read the first half first. So let's read the first half of his name. Let's do the first clap. Marsh. M-A-sh. Marsh. And the second clap. Owl. 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 Marshall. Marshall. How many claps has your name got? How many syllables in your name? Here we've got some longer words. Now, when you see a longer word in your reading, what can you do to help you read it? That's right, you can split it up. So you could either cover half of it and read the first half, then cover the first half and read the second half, or you could decide where to split it. Now, a good place to split it is after 3 sounds, because we've been reading lots of 3-sound words. So I'm going to split it after the 3 sounds. Okay, and then we're going to read the first 3 sounds. And then we'll keep that in our head. And then we'll read the next part of the word. Okay, you ready? I'm going to find my Peter Pointer. There it is. Farm. Keep that in your head. Farm, 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 farm. Now we'll read the second half. Yard. 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 What was the first bit? Can you remember? Farm yard. Farmyard. Well done. You read a 2-syllable word. Were we right? Yay! Oh, there's another one here. So where am I going to put my line, do you think, to split it? After the first 3 sounds. Oh, I'm going to put it there. Okay, you can help me read. Where's Peter Pointer? There he is. Are you ready? Ark. Ark. Mark. Keep that in your head. Mark, 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 mark. And the second half, et. Mark, et. Mark, et. Mark, et. Market. Yeah. Oh, where did it go? Yay, we were right. Market. Well done. That's another 2-syllable word you read. Well done. Okay, now we've seen the words written already, but I want to know if you can write some R words. We've got the R digraph up there to help us, and I've got some phoneme frames. So in each of these boxes, we can put a different phoneme. So even if there are 2 letters, if they're only making 1 sound, they're only 1 phoneme, that means they go in a box of their own. They don't have a box each. Okay, so we're going to start with your grown-up drawing you 2 phoneme frames. So there is 3 boxes and then another 3 boxes. How many is that altogether? Yes, well done. It's 6, isn't it? So the first word we're going to write is park. Park. So there's different ways. We can use our fingers to split the sounds up, or we can say it like a robot, or we can chop the words up. So let's chop it up. Get your chopping boards and we're going to chop up park. P-A-R-K. Park. So the first sound is p, 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 p. The second sound, it's our digraph R. So that has 1 box to itself. R, P, R, K, K, K. I wonder if it's a C or a K. Or is it both? That's right, it's just the K. Because it comes after a consonant, doesn't it? So it's going to be a K. P, R, K, park. Well done, very good. What about this one? This guy over here, what's he? He's a shark. Let's chop up the word shark. Get your chopping board ready. Sh-a-k. Sh-a-k. So what's the first sound in shark? It's the sh digraph, isn't it? So we're going to start by doing the sh. What's the next sound? What's the next phoneme? Sh. Ah, ah, ah. So it's the A and the R. Sh, ah, k, shark. What's the last sound? It's a k, isn't it? Do you think it's a C or a K, or is it both? That's right, it's a K, just like in park. Sh, ark, shark. Well done. Now we've got a sentence to read. Shall we count how many words there are in the sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words. And there is not a full stop at the end. There's that. Does anybody know what that's called? It's called an exclamation mark or a shouting stick. Because when you see one of those, it means you can say it really loudly or with lots of expression. So I wonder what this sentence must say to have a shouting stick, to have an exclamation mark at the end. So I can see the capital letter here for our first word, which is a tricky word. Do you recognise that tricky word? That's right, it's we. We. Gonna have to sound this one out. I love how there's a gap before my next word. We can. We can Oh, it's the E digraph. E. We can see a. Oh, do you remember this one? Shark. We can see a shark at. Tricky word. The park. No wonder there's a shouting stick. Look, there's a real shark at the park. So let's read that sentence. And there's no full stop at the end. It's a shouting stick. So we can say it really loudly with lots of expression. Are you ready to read it with me? We can see a shark at the park. Well done. Great reading, everybody.